So after bragging and bragging and bragging about never being pulled over in California, today was the day. But at the same time, I can't be that upset because it was just such a weird happening. So I'm driving, I'm in the fast lane. It's kind of a narrow highway. It's got 4 lanes, but the shoulders are very, very narrow. Like you would never want to be parked on the shoulder, like on either side. And I'm coming up and I actually see, I'm going with the flow of traffic, I think. And especially being in the fast lane, like, I don't know, I'm just not even paying attention because there's a lot of traffic. I'm eventually going to have to hit my brakes and probably get stuck in traffic because of the time. I'm actually headed to this like work pickleball thing that I'm kind of running late for now, especially running late for. Anyway, in the far left lane, I'm in the fast lane, so on the shoulder, I see this car, and the car is like got their door open, and it's such a sketchy part that you just would never do this. But anyway, they were like waving, almost looked like for help. And I was just like, all right, I probably need to get out of this lane as I'm coming up on them, but I couldn't find an entry. But I don't really remember how much I was accelerating from how fast I was going or anything. But I see this cop as I'm approaching this other car, and I'm like, oh, I wonder if the cop sees them. Well, the cop gets behind me because I pass up the cop in the fast lane. I pass him up because he's like, in the lane to the right of me. Anyway, he gets behind me, and then I'm like thinking like, oh, is he gonna find a way? But I guess, anyway, he flips his lights on and he pulls me over, and I'm like, what, dude? So I cross over 4 lanes of traffic with him to pull over to the other sketchy shoulder. And he gets out and he's like, do you have your license and registration? I go, honestly, man, this is the first time I've ever been pulled over in the state of California. I've lived here for like 5 years. So I was like, I guess you're making me break my record. And anyway, he was like, yeah. He goes, well, I was going 75 and you passed me up. You kind of flew past me. I think you had to have been going 85 to 87. I was like, honestly, I don't know. And then like right off the cuff, I realized like, well, actually, I was just trying to get out of that lane there. I don't know if you saw, there was a car that needed help. They were like waving out there. And I thought that if I got out of that lane, that it would give, them space, so people could go around them. And he was like, right. And I think it became clear that I was kind of like, did you see them? Because technically he should have been going to help them, not pull me over. And so I kind of blamed that on the reason that I was going so fast in the fast lane, because you don't hit your brakes in the fast lane. So anyway, he came back and he let me off with a warning, but it was kind of funny. I was like, yes, the one time that I get pulled over, I don't get a ticket, which is pretty rare for me. So anyway, that's my story. So unfortunately, it took 6 years, or I'm sorry, fortunately, it took 6 years. So